Welcome to Revolve, episode post review with the invisible man and woman, Terrell and CJ, aka For Real Love, BOD, Wrestling Hub and Coach, FCH,
If you are alive, welcome. If you are in the other world, say hi to Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I love him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 44 of WWE Evolve Post Review. I want to give a shout out, and he is not dead. I'm just giving a shout out because I love this guy. Shout out to Coach FCHW. We wish you well. We hope to see you soon. I am still waiting for those Evolve episodes, sir. Please, I need it. Anyway,
oh jeez.
EOD will be joining us soon. He's doing his OVW live streaming reaction as we speak right now. We love you, sir. Be well and be happy. Terrell, take it away, you sexy man.
Thank you. There's nothing wrong with taking compliments. What's going on, everybody? My name is For Real Terrell, and this is my fiance, the beautiful werewolf.
Hello, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are
For Real Love.
And we are joined by none other than, of course, Mr. Invisible. Mrs. Invisible, she's sitting right by him. Just can't see her right now. But she will appear out of nowhere like Joe Hendry. We may get into something about Joe Hendry. We found out he's a variant.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Another
we
one?
have here these thoughts. And the only way you can hear his thoughts is when he speak. And the ones he don't tell you is because you probably don't need to know. What is what does he want to eat right now? What is on the menu right now? What do he want to do after this podcast? We don't know. He's not gonna tell us.
I don't know either.
Just like Triple H can't tell us that there's a Triple H problem in WWE. But nonetheless, y'all, we are enjoying some protein. We hope you all are having an amazing night out there. We love you, Coach. We appreciate you, Coach. We deserve you, Coach. We do acknowledge you, Coach. And EOD will be joining us soon.
You realize what you were doing.
We respect you. We love you. We miss you, Coach. Get well soon.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have some revisionist history in this episode. Now, Carmen Petrovic comes out walking outside the NXT area, but we can call it the Evolve area at the moment. She was saying, "Oh, Callie Armstrong, you know, you were the first ever Evolve champion. That was so last year. Like, you attacked me last week, and now you're gonna get like you were the difference maker, but now the difference is me." First off, and I love that the Invisible Woman said this. I'm like, wait a minute. She didn't attack you at all. Like, she just went to your face, and then 3 security guards pulled her ass back. Why the hell are you lying? Trying to act like you a Karen.
Right.
Hold up.
I wondered that. Like, wait a minute now.
She never touched her. Never touched her. She wanted to put that sword up her ass, but she never did.
Yep.
The question thing is, like, I saw that show till the end. There was never a point where Callie got out of the 3 people holding her and went for Carmen. That never happened.
No.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
shut up, girl. Come on.
Privilege the shit out of that, but all right. Anyway, but we start with the show. But let's talk about that. CJ Wolfie, what's your thoughts on that promo? Literally, just making up lies before we even get to the show starting.
It would have been nice if she had lied though. The promo would have been nice if she indeed did. But other than that, I really like how they starting off the show with these promos.
Yes.
With the superstar that's having a match on the show and talking about how they're gonna do this and that, and telling everybody, hey, watch out for what we're gonna do tonight, because it's gonna be something like that. That good. They got them doing something different. So yeah, I like it how they got it going with it. But yeah, she shouldn't have lied. That was she made it into a C. Well, B- for that. She shouldn't lie.
Yes, she shouldn't have lied, especially when we have oracles like Cardi M to testify to the congregation, to everybody out there watching right now. We saw that girl lie.
No, Kylie didn't hit you.
She lied.
Preach.
We seen it in full color, but I do like the promos, like how they had them walking in like the main car. It was pretty cool. Or like NXT, how they have them all, coming in. But yeah, she played victim.
She did. You got my clip. That really good. Hear these thoughts. Your thoughts on that promo.
Yeah, first and foremost, I agree. I like the fact that they have them coming out and having the promos. They had the other guys like behind a Walmart in the drop-off area cutting their promo. And this week they got this lady walking in the neighborhood cutting her promo. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And like you guys said, she straight up lied. Now, the only way I can see it make sense if she's saying verbally attacked you, but no one's thinking verbal. You know exactly what you were trying to do, Carmen. You know. She said she wanted to stab you. Or and she probably in her head visualized what it would be like and then thought it actually happened. So maybe she got some type of PTSD going on or something. I don't know. But you lied, okay? You lied.
My god. You lied.
And to add on a little bit more before we get to that. Yeah, go on.
No, saying not PTSD, bro.
That's scary, bro. Like, can you imagine?
So basically you saying she the mail lady from Tubi.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
She got stuck. She got.
Oh my god!
Yo, so not that lady. Right there. Impale your anus with a sword. That's scary, bro. That's traumatizing.
Yeah.
In her mind, it actually happened. It happened. Y'all seen the last week? Y'all saw what she did to me. She stuck it in me. You saw her. What? No. What?
I'm
no, she did not.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god, we're getting deep into this. Anyway. Start of the show happens. Wendy Chu comes out, still in the same clothes. But ladies and gentlemen, we are in the new set of tapings. No more baby on the left, no more two old ladies on the right. But this place is stacked. And we finally get to see, after a long time, Peter Rosenberg and Robert Stone. We get to see the commentator's desk a little bit closer to this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you when that happens. But I'm glad that they're there. You can clearly see that Robert Stone, after taping NXT, has the same clothes, so he's there for 4 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, hydrate.
Yo,
they're changing it up, but again, they're doing tapings now. That's 4 hours. They got to sit there. Robert Stone sweating in that suit.
I know one thing. I'm gonna assign each sweater that I have for each time I'm on this podcast, because you pay attention to what people be wearing, and I don't want to be one of them repeated offenders, bro. I don't want to be one of them.
I will. We'll get to people that finally change their clothes and have a second version of a song. Wendy Chu comes out. She says she has 3 New Year's resolutions. She's going to be unbothered, unfiltered, and unapologetic. She said it's been almost a year and she hasn't had a shot at the Evolve title, which is actually true, ladies and gentlemen. 44 episodes, not one title shot. 3 gimmick matches and an I Quit. I mean, this either way. She then calls out Kendall Gray. Let's call it the person that made me not stop talking forever. Kendall Gray's like, all right, let's fucking do this shit. And ladies and gentlemen, and I say this respectfully to all the people around the world, this guy thought he was fucking slick, but you get the second version of the song. Here we go.
About a guy called Chewy Martinez, who used to wear the same clothes, but now every episode is changing his attire, but still is a mediocre to low announcer.
play too much.
Man, let me tell y'all, man. Chewy Martinez came out there with this jogging suit on. It was clean. Boy, he should have had on 3 chains, boy. He should have had on 3 chains and some earrings. And a snap. No, and a fitty cap. That's what he was missing, a fitty cap. That's all he was missing. He would have had the Fat Joe package then.
Now, I love that Terrell, bless his heart.
Fat Joe starter kick.
No, I get that, but all I saw was Chewy Martinez in a black shirt and black pants. I'm like, oh, cool. There's no more little indentation on your shirt. You're not wearing a jacket. You're not wearing denim jeans. You're not wearing a denim jacket. You're wearing something different. So you get the second song, sir. I'll give you that. He stops.
No, man, he had that sweatsuit on. He had a sweatsuit on from Shein, and I noticed because I ordered a couple of those outfits. For me,
Shein.
Man, I know, but hey, the clothes is comfortable though.
They are.
They got that dry fit tech like the Adidas. That's what they clothes feel like. Yeah. Real good texture, by the way, y'all. If y'all don't know this, they got some good clothes. But what I will say is this: my jogging suit for one probably was like maybe $10 for one. Chewy Martinez's
trash bag.
I don't know.
It's trash bag color. It looked like this really glad trash bag color. But either way, I will rant on his ass for 5 more minutes. I'm not gonna do that. It's part of the show.
Oh my god.
He stops Kendall Gray and says, "Hey, you're not supposed to have this match because you just had a triple threat match last week." Even though she kind of like coasted through that, man, kind of won it perfectly. But Kendall Gray's like, "Nah, screw that crap. I want to have the match right now." She called me out. Let's go. I'm the type of champion that you call my name out, we're gonna have a fight immediately. Then all of a sudden, the referee comes out. Hey, I just got word the match is official. Mind you, that kind of confirms that Chewy Martinez is not the GM. He's just the intermediary to the GM. So whoever the GM is, tell us eventually. I'm getting tired of this crap. I don't want to keep saying that Chewy's a useless announcer. Well, I kind of do want to say it every week, but I don't want to say it every week without any purpose, other than him just being useless. But either way, match starts. Wendy Chu versus Kendall Gray. They do the announcements. Blake Howard is there after he just got a same shirt, same clothes he was wearing after he got a prison scared from Keanu on Tuesday. So I do love this little add-on. And shout out to EOD and shout out to CJ Wolfie Terrell and Coach. We all know this. The last time they did this whole announcement stuff, like, oh, welcome to Wendy Chu, they said Wendy Chu's name, and then Kendall Gray immediately on site beat her ass. This time's like, you know what? I'm gonna let you do that. Let's start the match off. Match starts off. This was a great match, ladies and gentlemen. Wendy Chu was countering Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray was countering Wendy Chu. However, they kind of knew each other's moves, so they were just trying to avoid each other's specials. Kendall Gray was trying to avoid the dirt nap, and immediately the first 30 seconds that she did a dirt nap, she tried to get out of it and try to reverse it into a pin, which got out of it at the end. Wendy Chu, where have those slaps been, my lady? Where have they been? Like, those were Ciampa slaps. Just slap to the boob, slap to the face, everywhere. I loved it. Kendall Gray did a nice little, like, she tried to do a little, she did the whole little, like, go to the ropes, bounce off the ropes. She did that once, but this match was based on that. You can do my move on me. You can do a move on me once, but you can't do that shit on me twice. But that's Wendy's as well. Wendy's like, I've already fought your ass 2 times under the sun. I know what you're going to do to me. I know. However, Kendall Gray did not have the shades of gray when she fought Wendy Chu. She got the shades of gray finisher after Wendy Chu. I want to put that out there. Totally new ball game if you want to do by storyline wise. Totally new ball game. Now, after a while, she hit a springboard double stomp for a near fall, and Gray hit a German suplex. By the way, Gray, after one point, Wendy Chu hit Kendall turned it around and into a German suplex, but it was a high angle German suplex that landed on her head. Holy shit. I loved it. Women's wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. She did and then Wendy Chu said, you know what? Hold my beer. I'm trying to hit. I got my finisher. She goes to the top rope where Kendall Gray is. She does a superflex, turns it into a brain buster.
That was clean.
Gets her up. Does aforementioned slap to the face. I went back. That was a slap, not to the neck, but to the face. and it sounded vicious. She tried to do her weird neck breaker. I've never seen this type of neck breaker before. She kind of like did like a tilt-a-whirl, like wee around the world neck breaker. She did it once to Kendall Gray. It worked. She tried to do it again. Kendall Gray's, hey, check out this finisher, bitch. Shades of Gray for the 1, 2, 3. And still, your Evolve Women's Champion. A+. Now, I will say this now, why I call this A+.
Yes.
I was gonna give this match a D because of the fact that Wendy Chu, after getting her personality back, loses. However, I give this an A+. I turned it to A+ over the fact that Kendall Gray has a brand new finisher. Wendy was not prepared for that. Wendy was prepared for the old Kendall Gray. This is the new Kendall Gray. That means Wendy needs more therapy. We need to find out who the invisible therapist is, and she's not there yet. That's fine. Counterclockwise. Here are these thoughts. Your thoughts and rating of the match.
Yeah, man, I agree. And those are some really, really good points. You actually just took all the things I was going to say, which is great. But it also goes back to when Wendy Chu said that those Kendall Gray, you haven't faced a new Wendy Chu. But then in the match, we got a new Kendall Gray with a new finisher that she did to her in that match. So I thought that was pretty cool overall. And Wendy looked great. Like the combination of the superplex into the brain buster, that was clean. The swinging neck breaker looked really good. And I did notice the announcers, they kept mentioning the fact that, oh, Kendall Gray, this is her second match in a week. Maybe she needs a break. So I'm wondering if they're foreshadowing some type of story of her having these matches week after week. And then the last person that actually takes the title off of her, maybe they can use that as a part of the storyline. Like she's been wrestling back to back so much that the person who takes it off of her, that's why they got the advantage. So I'm kind of wondering if that's where they're going to go with this.
Okay. Before we get to TJ, Wolfie, and Terrell, there's a clip from this match, and it connects to what Hear These Thoughts says. And shout out to Robert Stone and Peter Rosenberg for this one.
Well, Peter, you asked me a question. You said, how smart is it for Kendall Gray to be doing this after last week she just defended her Evolve Women's Championship in a triple threat match? You know what my answer is? I don't have the answer. Time will tell, because I think Kendall's mind is telling her that she could do this. But I think her body could be saying something else.
Yeah, they kept saying that throughout the whole show. Like, not the match, just the match in general. Like, she thinks she can do whatever the hell she wants, but her body's gonna fail eventually. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. CJ Wolfie, Terrell, your thoughts and rating of the match.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good match too. I give it A+ as well. And yeah, when she's showing some new stuff here and there with the moveset. And yeah, she facing a whole different Kendall for sure. Cause yeah, she will fight, but yeah, she need to get more adapted to the new Kendall now. She's as the Evolve champion. But yeah, I really like this match. They did good on this match. So yeah, A+ for me too.
Yeah, Kendall Gray has been on fire, especially ever since she won the Evolve champion. She has been non-stop. You know what I'm saying? It's Thursday, so total non-stop action. You will see her face right next to it. She has been everywhere, man. She's been everywhere, man. She's been in NXT. Hell, she should have made an appearance on the main roster. She should have made an appearance on AAA with the performances that she's been putting on.
She should have.
But, you know, Wendy Chu, as she was, you know, refining herself, she should have been looking at some tapes. She should have been looking at some matches, making sure if Kendall Gray has something different in her arsenal, because she has messed up, focusing only on herself, trying to refine herself, but not looking at if Kendall Gray switched something up and she got outsmarted for the win. Well, not outsmarted, but, you know, she got hit with a new move for the win.
No, it was outsmarted, because that's the point of Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray is so adaptable. You can't like and NXT. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this later after the show, but we'll do this live as well. When they had the 3-way tag match, and there was a point, I think it was like the last 3 minutes where it kind of ramped up to like to a 10. Kendall Gray was gonna get hit with JC Jane. However, this will be the second time that JC Jane was trying to hit her on the outside, and the second time, again, because she's adaptable, it doesn't happen twice to Kendall Gray. That means she's talking to people in the gorilla position, like, "Hey, we're gonna do this match, right? So she's gonna hit me with a thing, right? Okay, but in my character, I don't get hit twice. So Shawn Michaels with the 2 eyes. You know what? I see that, and I see it too. So good for you, Shawn Michaels.
I love that about her character too.
It
I love
is.
that about
It's
her
a great
character. I love
character.
it.
Like Callie as well, except Callie has her hubris. She's the juggernaut. And the juggernaut, when he runs, goes to the destination, but you can just out trick the juggernaut that way. I mean, Ellen Page did it, for God's
That's
sake.
true.
Either way. 7 minutes, 17 seconds for this match. Well deserved. Well deserved for impromptu match. I will say PW Church says this. The impromptu title match was a very pleasant surprise. Kendall Gray is being portrayed as a fighting champion, which I think certainly fits her style. With Gray's call up to NXT, which is technically not a call up, it's just her being loaned to NXT, basically because of Ren Sinclair. I thought Wendy Chu was perhaps winning the title, but it was not meant to be. Both women are very over with the fans, and they were split for this match. There were people split in this match. By the way, in the beginning of the match, when they entered the ring, the woman on the left with the glasses with the two kids, that's actually Chantel Monroe's mom.
What? Really?
Oh,
yes.
what?
If you start the show again from the beginning, right? And on the left side of the ring, there's a kid and a mom, and on the left of them, there's a woman, a black woman with glasses. That's Chantel's Monroe. You know how I know that? Because she follows me on Instagram.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's some crazy. I was like, oh shit, Chantel Monroe's like, and then that means in a couple episodes, Chantel Monroe's gonna pop out. Yes. Either way, great for everybody.
Wait, did you follow her knowing that was her mom, or did she just follow you? Like,
I followed her. I thought before we get to that, I followed her because she was like, I actually followed her by accident because I'm like, oh, is that Chantel Monroe's mom? And I looked at it like, it is Chantel Monroe's mom. That's cool. She never followed me. She never followed me until the video that we all collaborated, the one that I said that Wendy Chu and Chantel Monroe should actually promote this match before the 3-week pause. When we all collaborated with that she's like, boom, I'm following you, and she said thank you. Oh, like, hell yeah, let's go.
Mom. With the mama
nice.
But before we continue, Cardi M, your thoughts on Wendy Chu versus I got really hyped up for this. Wendy Chu versus Kendall Gray.
What up, bro?
The match.
COD here?
Yeah, EOD is here. Give us a second, EOD. You coming in? Yeah, he's fixing his mic right now. Yeah, he can hear you. All right. Oh. Give us a second. Cardi M has to give us his thoughts, and then we'll go to you.
No, I thought it was actually surprising to hear you change your mind for once, because
Thanks, babe.
the night before you're like, oh, I'm mad at this match. Wendy should have won, and then the next day you changed your mind because the whole Kendall Gray being adaptable thing. But no, this was a good match. I kind of forgot what else I was going to say after that. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, what was your thoughts on the German that Wendy took, and the fact that Wendy kept going for the dirt nap?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. Like Kendall, you can't do the same move on her twice. I will say, circling back to what Here These Thoughts said earlier about Carmen Petrovic, no, not Carmen Petrovic. Kendall Gray. I feel like they are kind of foreshadowing with the commentary of this match, like just the way that they were talking about it. So
at the end of the show as
well, her being overworked and everything.
Yeah, I feel bad for her because again, I want her to be. I don't want her to go into NXT as a shooting star, but shooting stars die out because there's just so many people that get Parker back. But
not the show for that.
No, but dude, Jada Parker versus Kendall Gray. They've had a match before back in the day, but now different Jada Parker, different Kendall Gray. Let's go.
That's gonna be
let's
so
go
good.
to welcome EOD to the party. Shout out to Coach. We love you. EOD, we're going back a little bit to a lie and then to the match. What are your thoughts on the Carmen Petrovic intro that came out and then she blatantly lied and said that Callie Armstrong attacked her? Shout out to Cardi M for pointing out the fact that she became a Karen and lied about that literally on camera. But what are your thoughts on that before we even get to the match?
Yeah.
Well, maybe from her point of view, she verbally attacked her. So maybe that's what she meant because we know she.
I just said that too.
And everything.
Something wrong with us, bro. Something wrong with us. Why are we thinking like this?
Because it's like attackers. Like, wait a minute, she didn't put her hands on her. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I guess she verbally attacked her. She was scared. Yeah. You threatened her with an object. So, yeah,
it's scary stuff, man.
Yeah, how she turned heel so quick though, that was quick. But yeah,
get that too in the police station. I forgot to tell him it was a verbal assault. Lies. But okay. But EOD, your thoughts on Wendy Chu and rating versus Kendall Gray?
I thought the match was good. It was surprising, and I really did thought Wendy was going to win this match. because Kendall's been on NXT almost more than NXT people's been on NXT lately. So I thought, okay, she's gonna drop the belt and just be called up officially, but that didn't happen. But it was a good match. I don't know where to go next with Wendy Chu though because of this, because I thought they were gonna set it up for Wendy Chu getting the title, then maybe with her and PJ Vaza, but that's not gonna happen. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Wendy. Maybe they'll call her back up to NXT. I don't know, but the match itself was really good. I thought. And Kendall,
Okay.
she's shown that she's that girl. So
Yeah. Before we continue, now we're caught up.
all right.
In your eyes, because I was saying this before you came in, it made sense for Kendall Gray to win because when the last time Kendall Gray fought Wendy Chu, Kendall Gray didn't have the Shades of Gray finisher. She didn't have that. She had the arm bar and that's it. So now because she had the Shades of Gray finisher and she could just pop it out of nowhere. Also, what are your thoughts on Wendy Chu slapping the shit out of Kendall Gray before that Shades of Gray? Because that was a slap to the face. I went back and saw it.
Yeah, she slapped the hell out. I was like, hey, it made the finisher even better. The fact that she slapped the hell out of her, then her finisher just came out of nowhere right after that. It was like, you know what? I think it made it better. It made it feel like it was like, and they gave it time. I think they listened maybe the criticism from last week. Since I think you said this was a new taping, I guess. So because that championship match was kind of short. This one was a good length. And everything. So they gave it some time to breathe. So
all right. Ladies and gentlemen, the views and commentary that's about to come out right now are everyone's and individuals. We do not own or anything like that because what we're about to say shouldn't have been made in cinematic history, but we go to a cinematic video of a word saying psychic. We see Ariana Grace and Nikita Lyons all then being in the upside down in all darkness in the back rooms. I don't know where the fuck they are, but they're just in darkness. Nikita Lyons says like, hey, what the hell is this place? Like, oh, I got a whole bunch of Ariana says I got a whole bunch of fan mail, and one of those fan mail I got a free ticket to a psychic reading. She's like, oh, cool. By the way, they're still wearing the same clothes from last week.
Your uniform.
Put that out there. They're stanky, but okay. But that's also a good point, Cardium. Like there was lion statues. What else was there?
I mean, there was some bowl with symbols on it. I don't even know what the symbols were.
Urns in there, stuff.
Okay, but yeah, I was saying it looked like it was straight out of Nikita's living room.
I was gonna say that too. I felt like they just recorded it and then just black dropped everything just to like not show her house. That's her house. That's her house, basically. It looks like it.
But no, my comment segment was, I don't know why Nikita's acting like she doesn't know tarot.
She does that shit all the time.
Like I don't know. I just thought it would have been more funny if she was like, "Well, I know what that card means." So, like, what are you trying to say?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, we're not even there yet. We're not even done We're not even done at the end yet. We're not done yet. Now, okay, now I want to say what PW because PW towards sometimes makes me laugh, and they say this: the psychic, and I quote, the psychic who looked like she was a cast from a checkout line at Walmart.
Oh my god!
Unquote. I didn't make that up.
Why she catch her straight? She ain't even do nothing.
Mind you,
What?
before we even get to the lady, we had we had Inception music. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh my god!
I'm like, what the hell is going on? Jesus! Let's sit down. I've been expecting you. Ariana Grande says, "Oh yeah, because you're psychic."
Tyler, yo.
What's up, man? Then they sit down and says, "Hey, I've been expecting you." Oh God. They say that there's a great darkness in you. I can sense it. Nikita says, "I can't." Wow. Then there's like let's see the cards. Miss Cardala Mohammed is a tarot card reader herself, so she was like, "Oh, the five of swords is this."
You can't say that.
Technically, yes. The Ten of Swords is this, and then the tower. Oh, it's like the other tower. No, it's destruction. Change your ways. Change your ways. Also, it felt like, and I say this, ladies and gentlemen, respectfully, only to my own admission. It felt like Nikita Alliance had an orgasm and just like reeling back. Ariana Grace is scared of that. Then they look at each other and then get scared. Then they look at her and get scared. Yeah.
We scream and then we get scared by looking at each other and we scream again.
And then she's like, change your ways. EOD. And I say this respectfully all the time in my heart. What the fuck was that? What was that?
I don't know what that was last night. I remember you were in the chat, you were saying the same thing, like what? What the fuck was that? I don't know. Whatever, all I do know is like, hey, they had it out. If they changed their ways, I guess whatever is supposed to happen is not going to happen. But I don't know. I guess they're going to win some type of match, some type of crazy way that they're not supposed to win, but they're going to win it anyway. What was the other thing? Great Pain, I think, after that. So I don't know. I don't know what this was about. They were just in a room. Not even a room. It was just an area. It was all black with a table in there. So it's like, I don't know what was going on. But I don't even know what to think about it. Her and Ariana Grace, they're just so unserious. It's like, I have no words for that segment. It was kind of funny, but it was super weird. I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of it. But
okay,
that's their thing.
Before we get to hear these thoughts, this is their response, because we said this last week. There's no way you can turn Nikita Lyons and Ariana Grace baby faces. There's no unless you do something so extreme. And obviously, if a fucking psychic tells you, "Hey, change your ways," or you're like, "Okay, all right." Your thoughts on these thoughts?
Man, at first I was confused because I was watching it at work, and then I saw like the urn with the symbols on it. I'm like, "Oh, is this an ad for like Hocus Pocus 3 or something? Like, what's going on?" And then they start showing Ariana Grace and Nikita Lyons with the whole tarot thing and everything. And I'm like, this is like really, really goofy. And I'm trying to figure out like what's next. Are they going to go to church next week, or are they supposed to come back around the people they talk bad about and being nice? And people are like, "Oh, what's going on with them?" Like, what's the next step after the whole warning from the lady that you need to change your ways? Like, what ways are they supposed to change?
I have the light bulb too.
Wait.
You say it first. I have the
No,
light
no,
bulb.
no. Okay, wait.
I think that's how
figuring it out now.
Layla and all them and Mason, how they become together.
There
You
you
know,
go.
she's
The
bullying
light bulb's
them.
happening.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
they're
say that
Bullying
part
them,
again.
and then maybe she's gonna. That's how
Go
they
back and be
become a
nice.
group. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how they become a group. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It didn't click. Yeah, go ahead. No, it didn't click until Alex said the part about turning babyface, and I'm like, this is the perfect way to turn them babyface, because I had to go and look up what the Five of Swords meant. I'm like, wait, what does that actually mean? The whole hollow victory thing and like winning by any means. It's like, yeah, you have to go be nice. Like, you guys are bullies, go be nice.
And they've been losing, except for Ariana Grace.
And so that's now they're baby faces because some random Terrell lady told them to be nice.
You guys are gonna make them a babyface freaking trio because of freaking psychics.
Yes.
Evolve as well. I love it now. Now I get it. It makes sense. You CJ Wolfie Terrell. Psychics. Yay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what. Well, one, I'm kind of surprised they're actually doing some cinematic segments on Evolve now, which y'all could, but just produce it better than what y'all did here.
That was that iPhone cinematic.
Shoot, that Tubi version of it.
Yeah.
That Tubi
Tubi.
production.
Yeah.
That Tubi production cinematic segment.
That is
but
a reproduction.
yeah. But it was funny here and there. A little cringe too when they, especially when they got scared. They're like one of them cringy, scary moment they show them back in them old TV shows or something. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was.
It's cringy a little bit too.
Yeah, I was playing the Ninja Turtles when I was watching it, and I literally paused my game just to see what was going on, and I swear I thought I had a flashback. I thought I was high again. Literally. Like, I was like, when did I start back smoking?
Oh no.
Like, wait, hold on, what is going on right now? Like, what just happened?
You like one of them.
It looked like a
that
movie
70
thing.
show
Yeah, it
episode
looked
or
like
something.
yeah. It literally that was the production. It came straight out of that 70s show. Literally. I don't know who filmed it, but that's what it felt like.
Like they in that
like
basement.
They went to a tarot card reader, and the production just felt that way. Like I was like, wait, oh, this is Evolve. I literally forgot what I was watching just then. I feel like they need a short film. Like they need to make it a short film. I got a perfect name for it. Nikki's Search for Grace.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Because Ariana Grace gets lost, and the only way that Ariana Grace can be found is if Nikki finds her, because Nikki knows tarot card reading.
That's gonna be next week's thumbnail. I'm gonna
it'll be a nice comedy. Like it'll be a nice little comedy to watch.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna Photoshop the Touched by the Angels people and put them in the middle.
And speaking of swords, if they have to change their ways in order to get more numbers, in order to get more numbers, get some wins in, you have to make allies. They become baby faces. Probably get with Mason Holiday and them like that. Iron sharpens iron. Proverbs 27:17. Yeah. In order for you to become sharpened, you must sharpen others with you.
Mm-hmm.
My man dropped a sermon.
No, it's true though, and obviously this is just for not for the long run, but again, they're superficial people, so they'll do this for a little bit. They'll think they're doing it, but once they get bored of just being nice, basically like Nelly from Little House on the Prairie, my algorithm is going crazy with Little House on the Prairie on YouTube. Basically, it just reminds me of that. Like it's gonna happen. I grew up with a mom that watched a lot of shows, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say this though. I'm glad. This is, by the way, the second time they've done production. The first time was actually when they did Jamar Hampton and It's Gall. That was the first time. This is the second time. Yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, cool. We actually put money in the thing.
Yeah.
So we miss you, Jamar. You're not dead. We just miss you. I know you're doing fitness now. I want to give this is the last
he's
time
giving up on pro wrestling, man.
I know Inoue as well. Inoue is just being silent. Hasn't done any promotions.
No. He has. Well, he's in Japan, and I did see him with Odyssey Jones. So hopefully he link up with Odyssey Jones and them, man. That dude is way too talented as an in-ring competitor to not wrestle.
Yeah, I'm still hurt by that.
Dude, again, his comedic.
Oh, yeah, I'm still hurt by Odyssey Jones. Well, you talking about Odyssey Jones? I mean, I'm hurt behind that one too, because we know it. Oh, Inoue, yeah, okay, yeah, but yeah.
But Ozzy Jones as well. We he was accused. He's been acquitted of it. He's clean. Bring him back. So what you gotta wait until TNA picks him up so you can sort of use him in the way of it. Like, don't do that, guys. I'm getting really tired of using that little loophole and crap. But for Nikita and Grace, oh my! I hope this is gonna be a weird stable. We're gonna talk about Evolve at the end of the show because I'm getting a pattern here and I don't like this, but I'll talk about this a little later. After, by the way, the PW Torch says she was scared the women and shouted at them to change their ways. Lions and Grace showed off their Z movie acting skills. I have no clue what that was all about. Even PW Torch was like, I don't even know what the hell's going on here.
Z movie is crazy.
But after that, Peter Rosenberg offered his congratulations to Eli Knights, Keanu Carver, and the Vanity Project, and then they photoshopped Shawn Legacy because he didn't even get a graphic. Shawn Michaels on his own damn Instagram said, "Here, you're in NXT. Good job." So for the last time, thank you for this clip, Mr. Legacy.
Hey!
Oh my God.
We'll miss you, Sean. We'll miss you. Coming up, a match that I was not happy to see, but I saw it anyway because it was a match. Marcus Mathers versus Braxton Cole. It's hard to say that. Now, I want to say this specifically. Commentary said this. No ID or PC talent was supposed to be permitted in the match. They were supposed to be barred from ringside because it was supposed to be a ID versus PC straight up match. want to put that out there. Braxton Cole focused. I don't have to read the I don't even have to read this. Braxton Cole focused on his on Marcus Mathers' neck, kept doing neck breakers. After he did like the fourth one, it got countered. Marcus Mathers did the top rope stunner to Cole. After he was getting beat up again, Marcus Mathers did the mystery kick to Braxton Cole, which I love that mystery kick. And then Cam Hendricks, and they were talking about Cam Hendricks like 2 minutes before he came out of nowhere. Cam Hendricks came in, distracted Marcus Mathers, which Invisible Woman said, "Hey, he didn't attack you, he distracted you. Focus on the match. It doesn't like it should not bother you if something's coming out. If he's not distracted, he's not touching you, it doesn't matter." But Braxton Cole did his finisher, which was, let me see, Cole rolling, Cole rolling him up for the pin. Now, before we get to thoughts and rating, already go get that before I get to
okay. No, I didn't say all that, but I know right after that commentary said basically the same thing. But I'm just saying I would like to see in some kind of match where when this happens, like the person wrestling just ignores the person who interferes and just does the move anyway. It's like, I don't give a shit that you're here. I'm doing my move. Like, I want to see that one day. So that would have been nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you, Cardi.
Yeah.
Man, bro.
Yep.
I said the same thing last night.
Yep.
While I was watching it.
I did too. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, because they don't want to say exactly where he's from. He just says Philadelphia. Yeah, but they didn't say exactly where in Philadelphia. Like he wasn't born in the entire state.
Say Frankfurt? No.
Something, man.
If you're from Frankfurt,
if he's from Kensington, you don't have to be ashamed of it. I mean, obviously. Yeah, that shut you up real quick, didn't you? Philadelphia got shut up real quick. I love you, girl. Anyway, 6 minutes, 26 seconds. Let's press that clip, and then we get to ratings and thoughts. Here we go.
The PC. And there you see Peter in the PC locker room, just like the IT prospects were supporting Marcus Mathers. All the PC talent are supporting Braxton Cole for this match. They're ready to see him get a win for sure.
I don't understand supporting Braxton Cole.
What do you mean not understand supporting Braxton Cole?
Look at this guy. That's exactly the thing. I'm looking at Braxton Cole. I see a great athlete. He's got a great look. He's very talented.
Let's not forget Ivy League. He got a master's degree. The dude only eats red meat and fruit. You got to respect him for that.
Why do I have to respect him?
Because who can pull that off? Look how great this guy was.
He's in great shape. There's no question. Didn't you go to an Ivy League school?
Yeah, Kane University.
Kane University. That's how much the man loves wrestling.
Peter, next week.
It's been a while since he dug into Robert Stone's intelligence. So shout out to Kane University. It's a real school. Now, one thing I also wanted to say, when Cam Hendricks came out and they attacked after the match, they attacked Marcus Mathers. This little detail I loved. Now, Cappuccino Jones and everyone else is watching it. Then they watch his friend get beat up. Then Aaron Rourke's like, "Hey, we should actually get up and help our friend." They take a couple seconds. I'm like, okay, let's go. Cappuccino tries to open the door, doesn't budge. Aaron Rourke tries to open the door, doesn't budge. Hardway Holloway tries to open the door, and you know the metal part in the door, the part that locks it, like the inside, like in the inside of a door, like if you like, you're not supposed to see it if the door's locked because it's locked. I saw that part. Yeah, he pulled it so hard on the first try. I saw the hinge. I was like, oh shit. And then the second time he put his hand there to kind of simulate that he was like, okay, he understood the assignment. He's like, oh crap, too much power. Okay. Oh no, the door's locked. I'm like, yeah, Holloway, you could have broke the door. That would have came out of your paycheck. I get it. Get better doors. I get it, but no, we can tell Holloway to not break doors. How about that?
If they're strong enough to break a door,
Hulk, don't break the door. Anyway. Anyway, we're going to talk about doors now. CJ Whippy, Terrell, your thoughts and post-match.
Yeah, the match was pretty cool. I just was upset about the whole, when you get distracted, the match is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like the referee see the guy coming in. Like, what are you going to do?
It's crazy. It's dumb babyface syndrome, as I heard, because they always get distracted by something that's outside the ring. And you got the match going on already. Don't be worrying about what's going on out the side of the ring. Worry about what's inside the ring.
Exactly.
Go on, take care of business. Don't be what about when the music come on? Somebody music come home, they distracted. Like, what you distracted by that for? Just go on and finish your match. But overall, the match was pretty alright. But after the post match was crazy because they just sit there and did them guy like that. That was a good strategy on them trying to put down one of them out, take one of them out, really.
Yeah.
So Team PC.
Oh yeah. Team PC all the way.
They think ahead.
Before we get to hear these thoughts, PW Torch says this. Here we go. Hendricks, the fellow ID wrestler from a beatdown from Cole and Hendricks, but the locker room door was locked. I'm glad the cameraman didn't freak out at being locked in like the wrestlers he was filming did. So I do love that. Like, cameraman didn't freak out either because you're locked in with a whole bunch of wrestlers who have like anxiety problems. Run. Either way, here are these thoughts. Your thoughts on that and the post match.
Yeah, I mean,
by the way, he pilmanized his ankle. I forgot to say that.
Oh, yeah. That was a good point by PW Torch, saying that the cameraman wasn't scared to be in there. But either way, if he's stuck in there all day, that's overtime for him. So, that makes his paycheck bigger. But as far as the match go, I agree with you guys. Like, a person being distracted by someone just being on the outside, not even touching you, that shouldn't play any type of role in the match at all. Just like you guys said, just do what you got to do in the ring, take care of that, and then worry about that person on the outside if and when they actually put hands on you. And then you got a referee there to pay attention to that. But I like Marcus Mathers. I thought the match was pretty decent. The whole locking them into the locker room thing, that was smart. That's something I would have done. That's why I liked it. So, but overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. Pretty good match.
It was smart. Like you got those as Jackson Drake, before we get to EOD, as Jackson Drake called them, beam poles. But then you got Holloway, which is like 3 dudes. Like, that's the problem. Like, we got Carver, who is a psychopath guy, but then we have Holloway, who is 3 dudes. Like that. Like, that's why you gotta lock the door. And that's the point. Like, I got scared that he almost broke the door. Like, you're kind of setting him up as like the Big Show without even trying. But EOD, your thoughts on this post match and that Team ID are stupid not to go outside and check the door once in a while. You're in the war. Come on, guys. Be better.
Well, the first thing I thought about it was like, this is like shows my age. Like, back in the day when they had the DX Nation Wars, when they locked DX. That's the first thing that reminded me of when they could get out. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, they locked him. And I'm like, all right, that was smart.
That's a good point.
But yeah, for some reason when I was watching the match live, I was saying the same thing. Like, we always see this happen. Somebody comes out and they get distracted. But for whatever reason, it really bothered me yesterday. For some reason, I'm like, what? You got a chance to win this match. Why are you just out here, like, pay attention to this guy? He hasn't actually done anything.
Yeah.
He's just out there. And he really didn't do anything. So he kind of won clean. And Braxton, I'm glad he's getting matches because Braxton Cole's been there for, like, almost the whole thing. We just never saw him, really, until, like, recently. And he's pulling double duty on NXT, taking orders from Ava because he's one part of the Evolve security detail that she has. So I always like that when I'm watching NXT. I'm like, oh, there goes one of the Diesels. There goes Braxton Cole. I'm like, all right. So y'all can, I guess I need that paycheck. So because y'all not doing anything crazy on NXT yet. But yeah, I thought it was good, and the way they're doing, well, I know it comes up a little bit later, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. I like what the PC guys are doing. Like, really, I kind of like, they kind of seem like they're being a little bit smarter about it and like just giant bullies. And kind of, if y'all watch Star Trek, Starfleet Academy, something similar happened on the newest episode of that. Sorry, I'm a nerd, so I watched that show. But yeah, I thought it was decent. It was a decent match, and we got to figure out what that kick that he does, which the mysterious kick. I didn't know the name of that kick that Mathers does because it's an awesome.
They don't have a name for it either. Which is really funny. Like, I call it the mystery kick because there's another point, and I didn't get this clip, but Peter Rosenberg says it. Like, he loves the kick because it's the point that he's behind a person, but he can still kick you in front of the face.
Yeah, you got that.
Like, he's behind you. Yeah, you call it the Mathers kick. I call it the mystery kick because it's a mystery how the fuck he keeps doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of like Rush Hour.
Yeah,
it's like Rush Hour.
It reminded me a little bit of Rush Hour. It
nowhere.
reminded me a little bit of like Trinity from Matrix 2, like a little bit of that, like a little bit of like little hook kicks.
Which one y'all kick me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
please do.
Oh yeah, and you do not have to apologize for being a nerd. It's okay to be a nerd,
We're all
man.
nerds. We're all
It was
nerds.
frowned upon at first. It was frowned upon at first, but now everyone wants to be one.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah.
old, so it doesn't really matter now. So it is an event.
It does,
Remember,
yeah, we're all
20
old. Like, I don't really care. Like,
2020.
my girlfriend's
Yeah, 20.
my girlfriend's
Mhm.
Gilmore Girls nerd. So that's how it is.
Gil-
man. Don't
He
be
called her
ashamed of it.
Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, she loves the Gilmore Girls. She
Wow.
oh my god, she can quote it like the Bible.
Oh, the Gilmore Girls?
straight up.
Yeah, Gilmore
Yeah.
Girls is dope.
That's all.
They got a calendar at Walmart.
They got a calendar
You
now.
didn't see the calendar at Walmart? Yeah, they
We're
got
gonna
a calendar
get
at
that.
Walmart. The Gilmore Girls.
The old Gilmore Girls or the new one they came out with? They rebooted it, I think.
No, the old school one. The old school one has a camera. I mean, calendar.
Calendar.
Yeah,
we'll
the
find
old
it.
school one got a
Yeah, we're gonna tag for real love.
OG ADHD like chaos.
See, I told you she could just arguments. All right, speaking of arguments, the Diesel brothers and Keanu Carver, who was wearing the exact same thing as the sit-down interview. So therefore, there was like sit-down interview. Hey, by the way, we're gonna send your ass back to Evolve. No!
I have nothing to say about Keanu Carver in a negative light. I don't want that man
No.
coming after me.
Man, we never have
What?
we never have anything
Smart
negative
man.
to say about that man.
Smart man.
Nowhere here.
I can. But okay, Team PC rejoices in the locker room. Brooks Jensen comes out of nowhere and tries to endear himself to Carver, Presley, and Riggins. Carver's like, "Who the fuck are you, motherfucker?" Pardon my language. Jensen lobbies to fight Cappuccino Jones. They like that. The Diesel brothers say something behind Carver's back, like they whisper something. I don't know what they said, but they said something. And Carver called Jensen Brody. Because again, Brody loves doing lariats. Shout out to Brody. Love you. Rest in peace. So that's something that they added that to the match. So next week is going to be Brooks Jensen versus Cappuccino Jones in a just either beat the crap out of him match or just we'll talk about predictions later. This promo, I have a standardized TV. My girlfriend doesn't know this. I watched Evolve on one TV, and then I watched Evolve on a second TV. See, the ratio was different. No, it's the same damn thing. We see a figure in darkness talks about, all I know is Jackson Drake's going to be there next week, so I'm going to be there next week. Like the ID and PC people can have their scraps, and then they put the name Harlan Lewis. I'm like, oh, it's Harlan Lewis with the mutton chops.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what, I'm gonna be the next Evolve champion. Now, I have a question for everyone in the group. One question: how CJ Wolfie Terrell?
Man. Let me see. Lord, bro. Whoa, hold on. What was that again? I got distracted by something real quick. What was it again?
No, it's okay.
It's
okay. Harlan Lewis is going after Jackson Drake. He'll be there next week to be there next to Jackson Drake. The purpose I say how is the fact that you're not in a match, you're not in a title situation, you've been gone for less than 6 months, and yet you're gonna say to me in a promo that you're going to be the next Evolve champion. How if that next week the PC controls it? Unless you do a crazy shit and just beat the crap out of PC and say, I'm gonna keep beating you up until you give me a match.
Yeah,
that could be that can be the only way that happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lewis has got to come through and wreck.
Which he not done it yet? Why you ain't come and done it yet? You call that out.
Yeah, exactly.
2 weeks ago. Thought we going to come at shit.
You got to take, he got to take the competition out in order for that to even happen.
Yeah, get them PC dudes out there. I know you can. I know you can handle at least few. All of them except for Keanu. I don't know about that one now, but
I mean, all of them is kind of crazy in their own right.
Yeah,
but
no, I figured it out. There's not going to be a 3-on-1 match next week, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to start as a 3-on-1 match. And then Harlan Lewis is coming with a chair and just beat the crap out of people until Jackson Drake, I saved you. Give me a match. Now.
Yep. Forget Cam. I'm jumping in.
But okay.
Yeah.
Here are these thoughts. Your thoughts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about Keanu. I'm with EOD. I like being healthy, so I'll leave him alone. But he did have one of those black hoodies that WWE always have in stock for people who want to interfere in matches. Those dusty, dirty hoodies they have in
Man.
back. So he had one of those. But Keanu, it looked great on you. If you see this, it looked amazing on you. But as far as the whole thing with Harlan Lewis, I agree with you. I knew what was that 2 weeks ago when he came out and looked at Jackson Drake and was looking at the title. I was like, he's going to get involved in whatever it is they got going on with that title coming up, whether it be that 3-on-1 match or the actual singles match that he's supposed to have with Cameron. I think that somehow, some way, that may turn into a triple threat match for some reason, because Harlem's not on the PC side or the ID side. So somehow, some way, he's going to get himself inserted into that match.
Yeah.
Mm.
Your thoughts on this and the fact that if he inserts himself into the match, Jackson Drake could lose that belt. He can't be the Evolve champion all the time in NXT. You know that rule.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I agree with you a little bit, because next week is the week they have control of the PC. So no matter what happens, Harlan Lewis is not winning the championship next week. But I do think he will interfere in the match on Jackson Drake's behalf to kind of save him, so he doesn't get beat up too bad, and they're going to be obviously pissed. So what they can do next week is maybe try to use their power for that week, like they did to set up something for the following week, but that's as far as they can take it. And based off of that, I don't think they're going to let him be in the match. Kind of something else that happens later on that was kind of funny. So that's why I'm like, Harlan was not going to be getting no match next week and everything. He's going to have to interfere in it. And if Cam was smart, he would, I don't know, make him otherwise indisposed the following week for his match against Jackson Drake. But I do think Harlan will interfere. And I do like the Wolverine, not the Wolverine, the Sabretooth look that Harlan Lewis got going on. So I was like, yeah, it sounds like Harlan Lewis, but I'm like, when did he get the mutton chops and everything? Then they actually showed him, like, oh, okay. I like it. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. I do think he's going to interfere and save Jackson Drake. And just for a little bit, Jackson Drake's going to be a tweener. For this storyline, he is actually not the bad guy in this storyline, so he's going to be kind of a tweener for a few weeks.
EOD. Okay, wait me a second. I think I have this button here. Why
the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
He is not the villain in this storyline. So he can't be. They were definitely the villains.
He kind of in between.
So he's got to be a tweener. He's not going to be a full-on face for this feud.
He did kind of hint at that, though, a little bit.
He's going to be kind of a tweener and everything, because he can't be a face completely, but he's not the villain of the story right now. So.
EOD, we're right here.
Yeah.
And the V's up. We're right here.
3-on-1 handicap match with I mean, you're not the villain of this storyline. So
okay. I get that, because honestly, like, my idea for Harlan Lewis to make sure that Jackson Drake gives him a match is like next week Jackson Drake would expect Swipe Right to be there to protect him, like just try to help out. But then Harlan Lewis is like, yeah, your Swipe Right is dead. Here's a picture. So Jackson Drake's by himself, and then he comes out again. It becomes like, and by the way, I have to shout out to Cardi M because I showed her this a while ago. It basically becomes the hand that rocks the cradle, the movie, where she just comes in and kind of helps you, but really she's just there to like kind of kill you too. So it kind of.
Why do I know that movie?
I love classic movies.
I know exactly what that is.
Yeah. So Harlan Lewis is gonna help him out and everything, but only so he doesn't die, so he can get the belt.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And they can do something, since they control the show, they could always throw a stipulation. Either they beat up Vanity Project, or they just say, hey, you're banned from ringside because they are in control of the entire show.
True. That's true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, banning from ringside doesn't give a crap anymore, because the ID and PC were banned from the Mathers match, and they don't really give a crap. So, like, all right, sure.
It's a tweener.
But like, Harlan Lewis, here's the part that I get. I don't want Cam Hendricks to become the champion. He just came in a couple weeks ago.
I agree.
So the only people that make sense is Keanu and Harlem, and Keanu's gone. So give me Harlem. Shawn Legacy's gone too. We've been saying this since episode 1. Shawn Legacy should have been the heir apparent for that belt, but he's gone. Freaking his Instagram is blowing up with the freaking Josh Ham song and everything else.
Yeah.
It's crazy as hell.
God.
So he's not coming back. Good for him though. Happy for him. Love that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for the main event: Kelly Armstrong versus Carmen Petrovic. Kylie Armstrong comes out, does the great glasses, kind of classic. I think it's like kind of classic Callie during her rise as champion. Carmen Petrovic comes out, Shing Shing Squad, blah, whatever crap about that. We get the announcements. Welcome to the main event. Carmen and Callie. Carmen tries to like overpower Callie. It doesn't really work out because Callie is stronger than her in the beginning of the match. With Armstrong out of the ring. Okay, here we go. Petrovic continued working on the left arm, but Armstrong out of the ring. Petrovic dove through the ropes with a flying press that she nearly overshot. Floor spot means commercial break, which means at this point, this is the point I said that you saw the commentator's desk when she overshot the suicide dive. I'm like, oh crap. Like, oh shit, you almost about to see Peter Rosenberg and Robert Stone. Back from the short break. Armstrong nearly cut Petrovic in half with a spear in the corner. Then she did a double one. She ran to the corner and then ran into another spear to the corner. She followed that up with a stiff kick to the face. Petrovic used her speed to regain momentum and got a 2 count after a sling blade. Armstrong caught Petrovic in a power slam. Kind of okay power slam, not a great power slam.
Yeah.
Then ran the ropes to build up speed for the Cali connection. But Petrovic sidestepped her, resulting in Armstrong crashing awkwardly into the ropes. Petrovic nailed 2 petrifiers to score the pin. 7 minutes, 4 seconds. Now, I want to see PW Torch's thoughts on this before I get to mine. This is a quote. Well, this was somewhat of a surprise. Maybe they're ready to invest in Petrovic and see what she can do to evolve. Their loss for Armstrong definitely knocks her down a rung or 2 in the ladder, but I'm confident she can regain her footing and regain the Evolve title at some point. Petrovic is good in the ring, but I can't really see her rising above her mid-card status in NXT. Let's see what Let's see what she's got. Immediately after the match was done, we said this offline, commentator said that she is officially, permanently in Evolve. Officially.
Yep.
I don't know.
I didn't make it up.
Right?
They didn't make it up. They said it. So you're stamped with a tattoo on your ass, Petrovic. Welcome to Evolve.
Oh, I thought they were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That's wild, though.
But they said it was Petrovic. That was.
No, I said Tyra.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was Tyra was like officially involved. Okay.
No, Tyra's just passing. By the way, oh yeah, Tyra's main steal was on what was on the Evolve was the VIP section. Only had face emojis, really cool face emojis. But ultimately, they didn't explain why she was there. They didn't explain why she was watching, and that's it. And she was pro Cali. I can kind of tell you that. This is why I hate this match. I gave this match a C. B+ for the fact that Cali showed out. The fact that Carmen had to do 2 petrifiers just for the fact of it, and because of Cali's weakness, we have talked about Cali's weakness is that she's she's the juggernaut. She doesn't really know how to stop. She hasn't really learned that. She was a champion because she was all gas, no brakes, like Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu even crashed too, Cali. It doesn't go on forever. It stops. That's called a story. I'm not nothing against you. I love your storyline on that. But here's the point I want to say. Why are we pushing Carmen? Like, I kind of feel, I said this the Cardium. I feel like this is retribution from the Ashanti thing. This is Shawn Michaels telling Gabe Sapolsky, hey, we fucked up with the Ashanti thing with Carmen. We feel bad. Give her a belt. No one's going to notice. It's Evolve. I say boo to that, sir. EOD, your thoughts and rating of the match, and we'll get to the post-match later. But yeah, and Tyro was there. Yay for that.
Yeah, I thought the match was good, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I think that might be Callie Wong's last match in Evolve. And I think the reason why I say this is because they had all these call-ups. We haven't had a female official call-up, and I think they're waiting to find out what's happening with the NXT females if they're going to get called up first. So Kendall, she damn near she lived on NXT, so I'm thinking like Callie and Kendall are going to be called, kind of like the Shawn Legacy thing. How we're like, oh, it looks like he's been called up, but wasn't officially called up until like this week. I think the same thing is probably happened with Callie. So it makes sense if you're going to build up Carmen. She's on a winning streak. You finally beat her because this is like their 3rd match they had. The first one I think got thrown out because of I think Jordan Grace or something was going on with that with her feud. Then, like she said, she ran through Carmen before, and now Carmen finally beat her. Now she's calling her shot for the Evolve Championship. But I thought they were talking about I thought they said Tyra May Steele was like officially in Evolve. That's what I thought. That's why I thought she was there. But they said Petrovic. I guess I just misunderstood. But I was fine with it. As long as this is Callie's last match in Evolve, I'm fine with it. And if you want to have Carmen, be down there, hey, that's cool. But the match itself, I thought was good. And it was smart how she reversed the Cali connection the way she did it. I did like that. I was like, oh, she just used her own momentum against her and everything. They used the finisher twice to make sure she was dead. So, and yeah, she was dead. She was out for a while after that match to really sell it. Like, oh yeah, she.
I hear these thoughts. Rating in the match.
Yeah, I'll give it about a C plus for mostly the same reasons you were saying, but I did pretty much enjoy the match. Seeing Kylie Armstrong get the Kylie connection reversed again, it's not always great to see. I mean, we saw it happen in succession with her match against Kendall Gray. We're seeing it here with Petrovic. So I don't know what she could do to get around that situation. Like you said, she can't stop her momentum. She keeps going like the juggernaut. So I don't know. They got to figure out some way that she can get around people reversing that move because that is her finisher. So, but overall, I thought the match was pretty good.
Okay. TJ and Terrell, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the match was pretty good too. It's just the end of the match. Yeah, I really didn't expect Carmen to take that win, but that did boost her up to get a good credibility to go after the title that you beating Kylie Armstrong. So that's a good props to her. And yeah, I was kind of interested in what Tyra would do now. She's seeing her that she's back on Evolve, what she got leading on with this match, which is kind of interesting to see what she's gonna be doing. But yeah, overall the match is it was pretty good. But yeah, it was just the ending of it. But yeah, I'll give it a C.
Okay. Terrell?
Yeah, I give it a C as well. I feel like I want to rate it a little bit lower than that, but I can't deny the fact that this match was pretty good, except for Kelly Armstrong. I don't understand why, like everyone said, she keep having her momentum used against her in the end, which is weird. It almost as if she needs to come up with a new finisher.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like. It seems like she needs to come up with a new finisher. I just don't get it. But Carmen Petrovic, she did win. Not gonna lie, I do love her finisher. Not gonna lie, I do. I like Carmen's finisher. It kind of reminds me of the Trouble in Paradise, but the opponent is kneel down instead. Yeah, and then Tyra May Steele, why are you here, girl? No, I'm playing. Let me stop. Shout out to the EST.
You don't even go here.
No, it's point. Cartier was thinking the same thing, but you're right though. She's been gone for 2 months. She's been in ROW majority of the time. Shout out to Booker T taking that prospect from us, and now she's back in the new set of tapings. So and
I'm happy we're seeing her at all because, I'm glad she's on Reality of Wrestling because she's doing something, but I'd like to actually see her.
I love her new haircut. It really is. I love her new haircut. She's really she's a Christian too. She's very religious, so she's cut her hair and she's wearing. It's really cool. But I want to see that USA America mouth guard again. That shows her her. No, I hope not. If she's like, I love life, I'm like, no. I will call Kurt Angle for you. He'll give you some tips. Don't give up now. Don't give up yet. I want to say this. Post-match, Carmen Petrovic, who's from Ontario, Canada, talking like she's from Jersey. Yo, I beat up this girl, and I'm the gold-blooded, not cold-blooded, gold-blooded. I'm like, oh my god, you really just put me on.
Was that new?
Kendall Gray come out and like a genie. Kendall Gray comes out. Who the fuck's saying my name? Who is saying my name? You want to run it? Let's run it. Let's go. Next week, let's go. But ladies and gentlemen, the fact that this is the part I want to say about this show. It's very, very male-centric to the fact that after the champion of Evolve told Kendall Gray, we're going to have a match next week because there's no GM, the male PC crowd said this.
The Ice Woman refuses to slow down, but wait, I'm getting word Kim Hendricks is backstage with TPC. Let's get him backstage and find out what he has to say.
Nah, that match ain't happening next week.
That's right, man. It's our week. We run things now.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, we had a women's match.
Because I don't think he's gonna get a match next week. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Gonna have to
and
interfere.
that's what I want to talk
Nah.
about. Now, I'm gonna start with CJ. What's your thoughts on this male Madman Society telling to the women, no, we're not gonna give you a match next week. So it's gonna be an all-male match next week.
Nah, they shouldn't do that though. Y'all can leave one women's match there. Y'all can't run through all matches. Y'all got one match already with that 3-on-1 as it is. What other two matches you gonna add on to with other two dudes facing the ID dudes? Put some women matches in there.
Yeah.
So no, they ain't. Yeah, I ain't like that.
So we can tell that they keep up with social media. We know that Evolve for sure keep up with the IWC, and what they're doing is the PC is pulling the toxic masculinity IWC content creators and putting it on the show because they have a thing with women being in the IWC. They shouldn't have a voice. So they're basically saying the women shouldn't have a show. They're not wrestling on our show.
Shoot, Kendall doing better than y'all anyway. She should have showing up more.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing, man. Shout out to all the women out there that is in the IWC. Thank you for the content that you all do. And you all have a voice. Everyone does have a voice, just like these women deserve to wrestle in the, in the ring, except for Kalani Jordan. I know we're not talking about NXT, but Kalani Jordan, in order for you to get a dirty pen, you have to learn from the best. Go to Ethan Page and learn how to do a dirty pen.
Yep.
Without the referee watching.
Only with this.
You got to go to heel school.
Check out For Real Love. You'll understand more about that every week. But let's talk about this right now, just at the end, and then we'll get to a little extra because I do want to talk about a little extra about NXT because you brought up a good point. Did Ricky Smokes kiss Joe Hendry, or was Joe Hendry dressed as a woman? And we'll talk about that a little later. But let's talk about the
EOD looking around like, wait, what?
Yeah, EOD, you're in this PWF too, so don't act like you ain't with us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the show, we do final rating, but let's do a little something different today. We're going to do best match, worst match, best moment, worst moments. All right? So for CJ Wolfie and Terrell, what is best moment?
I know my best moment. I'm not going to lie. I know my best moment of the show.
Shoot, best on the show. I would say Kendall's. I would say the moment is the match. Kendall and Wendy Choose match.
Okay, best moment. All right, that constitutes best match as well. Because honestly, I didn't upload the best match one. That's on me. But I'm
not gonna lie. For me, my best moment was Nikita Lyons and Ariana Grace, man. Just because of how random it was. just because of how random it was.
Though.
He said, "Oh my god."
It was crazy as hell.
Yeah. Thank you. But all right. Hear these thoughts, best moments, and basically best match too.
Okay. They're both kind of separate from me. So match would be the same thing that she said with the Wendy Chu match. Best moment is so simple, but I still think it's funny because, like I said before, it's something I would have did by them locking the door and keeping them in there while they beat up their friend. That that is so smart, man. That I was cracking up the whole time. But yeah, I like that moment.
Okay. EOD, best moment and best match. Doesn't have to be the same thing. Just
all right.
combine.
The best match was the Wendy Chu Kendall match. And before I say this, you know I like women's wrestling. But my favorite moment, like I'm still laughing about it, was when Kendall Gray said she was having that match, and then Cam was like, "Nah, y'all not having that next week."
You're a toxic EOD. EOD, you're a toxic.
That's just crazy.
He just
That's
completely
crazy
dismissed it
though.
and
Like,
shut it
dude,
down. I was like,
you gonna just yo whip.
nah, that's not happening. I was like, damn.
Yeah, y'all women's champion at that. That ain't just a regular person. That's
crazy.
your Evolve women's champion. And you
Oh,
to like scrap
man.
that. We ain't doing it.
That is crazy. Like 2 seconds later.
You're like,
Yeah.
like not even like after that. What? Nah, it's not happening. I was like, damn.
It hurt. Next
That's
week is
wild.
Sasha Showdown. You're not having no women matches.
Okay.
I think we'll have a women's match though. I think if a woman has to approach them to ask for a match, I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. Because they always usually have at least one women's match, and since they haven't announced one, I think that's probably how we'll get one. Maybe they'll go up to them and want a match, and they'll say, "All right,
No,
you can have a match."
If they ask them, that's gonna be crazy.
No, I said that we said this offline. I said this to hear these thoughts. Like the best way to do it is like Kendall Gray in the beginning of the show next week. She goes up to the PC guys like, "Well, I heard that you guys said I didn't have a match this week. Oh yeah, we run the show. Okay, I'll be right back." And then she goes outside, comes back with a chair, and starts beating the shit out of everybody. Now, after she beats the shit out of everybody, now to my understanding, I do not have a match tonight. Yes, you do. Okay. And that helps Jackson Drake because all three guys have beat the fuck up. Keanu Carver's a psychopathic killer, but you ain't gonna fuck up Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray's gonna fuck you up.
But still, in that scenario, she did.
I like that
ask
shit.
them for the match, and she compelled them to give her a match.
Yep.
So same logic applies. Like they have to give it to her, give somebody a match. So,
but I love it. Cardi M, best moment or best match? We have both things.
Okay, well, they're separate. All right, for me, I agree about the psychic segment and the backstage door lock promo. That was those were both good. But the one notable moment for me was in the beginning of the show after Wendy 2 comes out. And I love that, like, first of all, again, you see the announcer table and then Wendy 2, you can hear her music and you're like, oh shit, it's Wendy 2. But I love the moment when Kendall Gray comes out and Chewy's like, oh, are we doing this now? Like, we're doing it? Oh, okay. And the mysterious backstage forces made it happen.
Yeah, sent out a rep.
That was my favorite moment. Favorite match, I'll say I'll say Kendall Gray and Wendy 2.
Yeah. Impromptu like title match. Okay. Best moment is me pressing the button for Chewy Martinez. So that's my best moment of the night. But in wrestling wise, best moment would be actually the Wendy Chu Kendall Gray match. That's his best moment and best match. The whole match was awesome, and Wendy Chu showing out. But specifically, best moment, Wendy Chu's new intro when she gets like in the main event stuff because she puts up the W and she puts her face and kind of like puts it sideways. Like it's very creepy, but it's supposed to be like positive, but it's creepy. So I'm like, let's go. I like that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when there's a yin and there's a yang, it's time.
I think the first word is like the, and I think that
Get better, Thea. CJ Wolfie Terrell, worst moment of the show.
Worst moment of the show for me will always be Chewy Martinez coming out to talk for a little bit. Because that is not how he's supposed to talk. When he talks, he's supposed to sound like
Oh, he Chewbacca now.
Or maybe that's just how he talks on Earth.
Oh my god.
We're on the same Earth. What the hell? I get it. Oh, wait, ladies and gentlemen, we love you, Chewy, but we hate you at the same time because we have a button just for you.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh,
right.
God.
Now,
guys, I really don't hate Chewy Martinez. It's all kayfabe. It's unreal.
Of course.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's kayfabe unreal Triple H for Terrell. It's Dark Side of the Ring for me, motherfucker. I don't like you, Chewy.
Oh my god.
Dark Side of the Ring.
All right.
No.
It's Vice City before they got cut. Dark Side of the Ring. All right, the good stuff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, EOD, Worst moment.
Man.
Get better, Chewy.
I'm trying to think what was the worst moment. I'm gonna say worst moment. It's not that I didn't like it. It was, but the Terrell card scene and everything, just the production value of it. To me was like because it wasn't the thing itself. It was like kind of weird. But I'm like, hey, we have to have weird stuff in wrestling sometimes. But it was like the production value. I'm like, all right, y'all literally just went in a room and turned off the lights. It was like in a table, no couch, no picture, no not just a empty room. Like you made an appointment and like it felt like you just appeared in an abyss, and then someone was in the abyss. That's what it felt like. So to me, that was probably my worst moment, just the production value of it. But the thing was, it was funny. It was funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Hear these thoughts. Worst moment.
Worst moment. So I was gonna say the whole thing with Nikita Lyons, but I'm like, I gotta remember they're on Tubi. So the way that whole thing was produced, that's on brand. They have to do it that way. It wouldn't be right. If they're on Netflix, then okay, that would be it. But they're on Tubi, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I would have to say Carmen Petrovic starting off the show lying. Like you kick out the show just lying for no reason. Like, why are we lying? You were on TV. We saw it.
Yeah. She insulted me. Like, no, Karen Petrovic. No one insulted you.
No, she ain't seen
Right?
that.
No one insulted you. Come on.
Worst moment for me, like I said, like I can still do the Chewy thing, but worst moment for me was like just the whole Carmen Petrovic thing and she calling it out. It was a funny moment that the PC guys like, nah, no, thank you. We don't want to have that match. But now, ladies and gentlemen, that's Evolve. Thank you for watching everything else. But let's go a little bit to NXT because Evolve people are there. Shout out to Sean Legacy. Shout out to Eli Knight, which they had a great match on Tuesday. Shout out to the Vanity Project. Shout out to Keanu Crystal Lake Carver. Like you just
to give yourself.
You're not going back to jail, Keanu. No one is taking you to jail. Why are you acting like you're going to jail every time? You're not in a deposition. You're not getting monitored. You're not bugged. Stop. Awesomely go. Same time. But I want to talk about this. There was a segment that for real love, it's getting viral. I love that clip that you guys said with two different sides. Vanity Project and some and ring rats or wrestlers, whatever you want to call them. I have never seen them before, so I call them ring rats. We're hanging out with we're hanging out with Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes, and Jackson Drake was by himself. They're talking about everything else. Robert Stone, who is again a avid VP fan, was like, hey, I just talked to Ava. You have a match with Joe Hendry. Say his name. But at the same time, Ricky Smokes is holding a girl, and he did say he kissed her. Then all of a sudden, he's holding, like he has the shoulder of Joe Hendry. And then I loved Ricky Smokes overacting. He looked around, he spun around, he opened the box behind
searching.
him, like he's searching. And then Joe
Hendry, he was searching for dear life.
He didn't like. Here's the part that in your commentary you forgot the specific things that I love commentary and how they say this. When Ricky Smokes said, "Did I kiss Joe Hendry?" Brad Baylor and Jackson Drake keep repeating, "No, you don't have to say that. Don't say that. You don't have to say that. Please don't say that." I'm like, what? Like you gotta wait a minute. Like, why are you trying to deny that shit? Like, now, Cardi M, did Ricky Smokes make out with Joe Hendry?
According to kayfabe, I can't tell you. But my favorite part of the segment is the fact that I did not know that there was a second girl in the background until Ricky Smokes moved. Genuinely had no idea she was there.
She had a nose piercing. She was like, I also said, well, you can't have one Zeta Steels. You have two knockoff Zeta Steels that don't talk. I guess you say that. I'm fun at AW. But CJ Wolfie Terrell, let's elaborate more on Ricky Smokes Gate. Did he make out with Joe Hendry? Is Joe Hendry by? And if he is, will he sing it on next week's? Because again, he's gonna sing something about this. He will sing something about this.
Oh, he will.
Well, when it comes to variants, it's dangerous for them to be, in the same place at the same time. So Ricky Smokes, CC, those variants that I'm talking about, those are Dwayne Johnson variants. So Ricky Smokes, the Vanity Project, and this is not the reason why he's my favorite out of the bunch, but you know, he's a Dwayne Johnson variant, you know. So he had this girl, he had his arm wrapped around this girl. Allegedly, he claims that he made out with this girl. But you know, for PG listeners, we just gonna say they kissed. And for the TV-14, we just gonna, you know, like you can't hear these thoughts that I'm thinking right now. But yeah, we just gonna say he made out with the girl. Now, when they, you know, when they say Joe Hendry shows up, the girl all of a sudden is gone. The Vanity Project is looking for this girl because when Joe Hendry showed up, the girl disappeared. So I'm gonna say she was a Joe Hendry variant.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just so happens to when Joe Hendry shows up, because you know her name is Joanna. Her name is Joanna Henry. See, it's not the same name. So when Joe Hendry shows up, she disappears because you mess up the matrix if they're in the same room. That's why you don't see Ricky Saints with Ricky Smokes and Cam. Now for some reason you see Ricky Saints with Ava, but see Ava is the child of Dwayne Johnson, which possibly she could be a variant too, but you know the variant was with
it's getting deep.
You know the faction that was the variant when she was wrestling. That was the variant. This is Dwayne's daughter now. So the variant is wrestling in a different universe.
Now
that's why Ricky Saints can
to add on a little bit to this theory, when I like to call her Jesse Hendry, so let's just call it Jesse Hendry for me. Jesse Hendry popped up. The other girl was surprised, but then oddly comfortable after a couple seconds. She's like, oh, okay. I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, okay. If that, like, were you two separate ring rats that congregated on Vanity Project, or do you guys were like in a group? Like, I really hope NXT listen to us. Really delve into this. Like, Ricky Smokes can play a person that kind of feels like he's in misery. He's going insane because he thinks he actually did it. This could be the crying game all over again. Relationship in another deep cut of a movie.
Yeah.
Why do I know that?
Cut out of a movie. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's end it right. Oh, also, I wanted to have your thoughts on this before we leave. I talked about this with Dennis, but we'll go clockwise. What are your thoughts on this faction, which they're kind of leaning towards this in NXT? By the way, I'm looking at it. I'm gonna give you 4 names. They're going to be in a faction. I'm thinking, but maybe 70% sure. Ethan, Ricky, Miles, Legacy. All 4, because Legacy's gonna have a heel turn. He's not a babyface here in NXT. Let's be honest. Like, he was starting to turn heel, and they can kind of continue that on NXT. If he loses, Miles is turning heel, and now Ethan and Ricky are kind of like being cordial for some weird reason.
Well, hey, you know, just like what we said in our podcast, Miles, you know what you need to do.
Go ahead and hear those voices.
You know what I'm saying? Ricky, you know, Ricky Saints and Ethan Page already told you. You know what you need to do. You know what you need to do, Miles.
Start hearing them voices in your head.
Yeah, man, let those voices come in. Nice AI video they did when they put Randy Orton and Miles Bourne in the same video. Man, that was crazy, wasn't it? Yeah, that was an AI video. Because you know they can't be in the same place at the same time. It'll mess up the matrix. Put them in the same room at the same time.
But no, there's also an AI video. There's also an AI video WWE promoting Dom as a AAA champion. I actually saw that. It was actually funny. And when you look at it in slow motion, you can see the AEW belt. I'm like, oh, you guys messed up on that. That was actually
removed it.
Paid by WWE. Like, look up the Dom AAA Mega Champion one. Like, it just came out a couple days ago. Like, oh man,
that was crazy.
That was crazy. But then they took it down. So, but I know it's still
before we get everyone else's thoughts, could we just please say that when Randy Orton turns heel, It's going to be Super 2009.
Oh,
You get it? Because you know he's
Yeah.
yeah.
bigger. Super 2009.
Yeah,
Oh.
2009 back then was something.
It's fun.
Like
We can go
just
back to
one
that.
good time before he retires.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be great.
And what's sad is that he's gonna retire maybe in 2 years, maybe a year in 2 years. Like AJ's gonna be gone this year,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then Orton's
The
probably
crazy
gonna
thing
be
is,
gone.
I
Yeah.
feel, man, I feel like Randy still got so many years left in him, though. It's crazy. That's how I feel, but I know
His back
it's
though.
coming to an end soon.
Exactly his
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, his
is a
back.
problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the Miz is gonna be
Mhm.
there forever, which is sad. I don't want to see the Miz when I'm 70. "Oh, where do you play?" Like, dude, your daughters are 21 years old already. Stop.
He's doing a spin on the
Okay?
walker.
God, no, exactly. He's trying to spin, but he can only half spin. Maurice,
Wow.
exactly the same.
With the tennis balls in the front.
Wow. Oh,
Oh
Yo,
God, man. That's
yo,
that's
when
the
you
sad
did,
thing.
yo, hear these thoughts. When you did that, when you did the little spin, why did I immediately think about John Cena from Day of Reckoning 1?
Oh my
God.
Lord
That's the
jeez.
point that wrestlers that need to realize now. All the wrestlers that are here now,
Oh man.
by the
Day of
time we get
Reckoning.
to 20, let's say like by the time we get to 2035, like all the wrestlers that we love have already like retired. Everybody, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's retiring like this year or next year, so he's done. Then
Yeah.
you got all we got left
Yeah.
is just probably Xavier Woods and probably Roman Reigns, but he'll be out. He'll be out.
Yeah.
Like I'm guessing he'll be out in 5 years. If
He said he's going to
smart.
be on his
Kofi.
last contract.
Mhm.
Becky Lynch is going to be
Yeah.
on her last contract. Steph, I
Yep,
think
Becky
too.
Lynch is on her last contract. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy, man? A lot of
Mhm.
people saying that their dream match for her last match should be against Gunther. I was like, bro, that'll be kind of wild.
Both.
Yeah, because the man, you know, to
I know he retired,
close out her retirement by going, by bro, that'd be I think she could take hits.
She
No, but
would have.
I want to
here's
see
She
the
that.
would
question,
have.
though.
He could have.
Here's a question though. Like, we have to finish the question first, then we get to another question. Here are these
Okay.
thoughts. What do you think about that 4-man group in NXT? Ethan, Ricky, Miles, and Shawn Legacy.
Yeah, I mean, if they do it right, I'll like it. That's all that matters at the end. I don't like it when WWE gets too faction heavy, but if they can make it
Yeah.
work, then I'll be cool with that.
All right,
I'm calling
POD.
the Shawn Legacy as a heel gonna be a dick.
Yeah,
That's the good part about it.
Imagined them being a faction before, so this is like kind of new. But yeah, at some point, Shawn Legacy is gonna have to be a heel. Miles Bourne, yeah,
Mhm.
they've been. It was like the devil on one shoulder, the devil on the other shoulder. With Miles Bourne, and
Yeah.
he's already evolution Randy Orton anyway. He dresses like him
Right.
now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like you might as well just go all the way. But
Mhm.
I would say one quick thing about the Joe Hendry thing. I think it more like if you ever watched season 5 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, had Glory that
Yep.
turned into what Ben.
Mm.
That's what I was thinking of when Joe Hendry just appeared in the girl's spot. Like,
Man, he kissed him. He knew it too because he had his arm around him. He felt those shoulders was stronger than a woman's shoulder.
yeah.
You know the
kissed her
difference.
right before he turned because he's got a lot
Yeah.
of soul on his face. He would have felt that.
Yeah,
You
Ricky
felt
ain't
it.
fake loving. Ricky puts on the shoulders of a man, and Ricky will, or a woman, whatever, depending on Ricky smokes. Again, he's just, okay. Anyway, Cardi M, 4-man group: Ethan, Ricky, Miles, and Shawn Legacy. Because again, remember, Dark State's not going anywhere. Dark State's going to be there for like 2 years.
Ricky Smoke.
Mhm.
Ricky
Ricky Saints. I mean, don't him and Ethan hate each other?
But on NXT, they're trying to be cordial now. They're actually they hate
Yeah,
each
they're
other.
like
but
a
they
two-man
they're
power
like,
trip,
we're villains from
kinda.
boring houses, but we don't
Yeah.
really have to be warring
Kind
with
of
each other.
vibe going
I mean, I
on.
guess I'll go for it, but that's kind of a weird throw together.
But
Like a
Miles-
4-man group is
Well, not necessarily because with Ricky Saints and Ethan Page, they're both from AEW.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ethan Page had to remind Ricky Saints who he was in AEW, and that's why he's the way that he is now. Because Ethan Page never forgot who he was. He had to remind Ricky Saints. So now it was like, okay, now we need to get 2 WWE talents, new fresh talent that we can teach the ways of evil. And then that's when you get, two young talent.
That works. It makes sense for them. That's what I
Just
said.
in the
Like,
ways of evil.
Yeah.
but here's the part I want to say though. Like this year, before we finish this show, because this is like I'll clip this. In 2026, we're losing. Like I said, we're losing Brock. We're losing AJ. We're possibly. We're gonna not possibly. We're
Shinsuke.
losing Bailey. Bailey's gone.
Shinsuke's gone too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shinsuke.
He's leaving too. I mean, he's retiring too. Shinsuke, yeah.
He's retiring too. Like, what do we see? What's gonna happen? Because I think Bailey, because Sasha Banks said that she has like a year left before she retires. She says it, but you don't really believe anything she says half the time. So
I don't think Bailey is gonna retire. I think Bailey is gonna go to a different company.
I think Bailey and Sasha are going to tag team and destroy the tag team division, which I would been waiting for like 4 years for this shit.
Yeah,
man.
Honestly, but also Brock Lesnar being gone, sure. And then this guy retired. Like I feel AJ Styles is like, yeah, I'm going to retire from WWE. Bullet Club in Japan. Japan will give him but I want to say about that, ladies and gentlemen. This was Evolve post review. We literally been just chilling out here having fun. We'll see you guys on Saturday talking about wrestling talk. I am going to talk about the Unreal episodes, at least episode 3. I'm very angry that they're trying to blame R-Truth for all the shit that they did to him, which is ridiculous. And the simple fact that they showed Naomi's path. Oh, I left the company 2 years later. They skipped the whole TNA thing.
2 years.
They skipped the fact that Bailey, they skipped the fact that Naomi and Jordan Grace and others had to wear a mask while going to other shows because there was a big ass law saying that they couldn't be in other shows and other companies.
Yeah, Tamina.
Why didn't you show that shit?
They don't want to show that shit.
Why don't you show the fact that Naomi was?
They don't want to talk about the fact that they, find their own players for smoking marijuana.
Yeah, they say it openly about Randy Orton, but Randy Orton don't give a fuck. He openly smokes marijuana.
Hell, Finn Balor said that he smoked weed.
No, yeah, Finn.
He did.
Maybe that's
He finally said it. Yeah, he's like, you know what? No wonder I play video games in backstage segments because I'm high.
We know Matt Riddle did. So
yeah, but Matt Riddle, see, that was a wasted talent. Like if you have a chance to come on Saturday, I want to talk about wasted. There's so many wrestlers that had wasted talent. Like Bobby Roode had a short lifespan.
I'm still not over that.
Jason Jordan had a short lifespan.
I'm still not over that either.
That's the Cardalla doesn't know. Cardalla looks at me right now and doesn't know that Jason Jordan was Kurt Angle's black son. And I say this not because, and I'm not being racist. That's exactly how they portrayed him in wrestling.
That's what happened.
Chad Gable literally the twin.
Watch Father's Day this year.
Chad Gable.
He's gonna post something on Father's Day. He does it like every year with about Kurt Angle.
Or does he?
Post his family to say, "Oh yeah, what about me?" And then he'll say like Jason Jordan will say something. Then Kurt Angle will say something about Jason Jordan on Father's Day every year.
Square.
They keep it going.
But you know what's crazy? Speaking on the R-Truth thing, he was on a Breakfast Club. And he said they told him his contract was over. He was like, "Oh, do I come into work?" They said, "No, you don't come into work." He was like, "Then what does that sound like to you?"
That's fired.
Like that. How? Like it.
We'll talk about that on Saturday. We'll talk about that. Shout out to Misfit Nation. Shout out to Jedi Sports Network. They're gonna have a collaboration on that. But I really want to talk about the first 3 episodes because they did Naomi dirty. They did R-Truth super fucking dirty, and I love that R-Truth kind of responded, sort of, about what happened. Because again, Triple H spun it to make it look like, oh, it's all R-Truth's fault. Like, motherfucker, we're not stupid. There's things called the internet and Grok and AI. All we gotta do is just ask, was Triple H the problem or not? And AI would say, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah,
it's Triple H. Come on now.
I was telling people they specifically made that show just to piss people off. They did that on purpose. Because guess what season 3 is going to be about? The John Cena retirement tour.
Yeah,
you can't tell me they're not trying to piss people off.
No,
you can't tell
me. They're trying to make some more money. They're trying to give something for somebody to actually watch. Because think about it. Think about this, y'all. If AEW Unreal was a thing, would people tune in? No.
No.
But because WWE is slapped on it, everyone wants to watch it.
You're right.
And they're going to give us a little bit of the story. They're not going to give us all of it. It's basically they're basically love and hip hopping us.
Yeah, the reality.
I believe it's a little bit of kayfabe in it too, but they mixing in some truth with it.
They said it. Like no one is ever honest when you're on the camera and you know there's a camera on your right 24/7. Like you can try to be as honest. Cardi M go, and then I'm gonna say something else about something.
No, small little detail is I don't love this, but in the promo before you actually watch the episode, the way they frame it is that the creative director guy, the like Road Dogg, he's the one who's making it sound like, oh, not renewing his contract was a good idea. But when you actually watch the episode, it's a totally different.
That's
I don't know. I feel like they tried to spin it just in that marketing of the episode. Like,
we'll talk about that on Saturday. We'll talk about that on Saturday. But yes. CJ Wolfie Terrell, say those socials so they can find you.
Oh yeah. You can find my socials on Linktree, which is Linktree/CJ Wolfie 15. And you can go in there and give me a good like and subscribe right there.
Oh yeah, man. And you can always can you smell what Triple H is cooking?
What?
Oh, the comment.
Yeah, man. You can find me on. Oh my god, I just had a brain fart, man. That comment is stuck in my head. Linktree / for real. That's why I love you, baby. Linktree / for real Terrell. All my links are there. They're going to be in the description of this video. I literally lost all train of thought, man. Yeah. Together we are for real love, man. And
yeah.
Thank you for keeping me censored, babe, because I sure don't feel like cursing right now.
No way.
Triple H be cooking up the mess ups, but you did nothing wrong.
Shoot.
He cooking prison food, man. That's what that man cooking, prison food.
Commissary cookies.
All right. Well, you guys can find me at End of Days 33 on Linktree and all my socials there. My wrestling channel is EOD 33 Wrestling Hub. So, but everything's just Linktree / End of Days 33. So.
Yep, right here. Type that in social media. I'm not on Twitter, but you'll find me on other things. You see me there? Follow me. I'll follow back. Go.
All right. Cardi M.
You can find me on Instagram and Threads at Cardala Muhammad.
All right. Find me on my first channel, Rican Reactions, on the road to 5,000. About 600 left to get there. Second channel on the road to as many subscribers as I can to make it grow. Shout out to EOD, shout out to For Real Love, shout out to Hear These Thoughts, the family, shout out to Joe BNCO, Dennis, and Kane, the 4 pillars of the PWF. Shout out to It's Gall for the cameo. No, It's Gall, studometer. He's been going around and really just doing muscles. That's fine. And shout out to Keanu Carver. We have been saying that this is the character that you needed to have, and now you have it. Don't, under any circumstances, let them take that away from you. Because honestly, this is not Obafemi 2.0. This is Keanu Carver 1.0.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I be telling people, man. Everybody slaps that Obafemi 2.0. No, if you haven't been watching Evolve, you're gonna find out this man is not a Obafemi. This man is this man is
a whole different breed.
Yes,
it's a whole different breed here, bro.
He's a menace.
I got one thing to say. What's up, Coach? But Coach, you were sleeping on me. You didn't tell me about this LFG thing with Keanu Carver and Booker T. I had no idea whatever that thing happened.
I had no idea either.
It makes
man, for real.
Now. I had no idea that.
Y'all didn't see that clip? No.
That was the first time I. That was the
yeah,
first
we
time
saw the clip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
first time.
we know that.
Oh,
yeah,
that was crazy.
I didn't even know
That
he
was
was on
wild.
NXT.
Like, dang. Yeah, I thought he started to evolve.
I thought he
No,
was on
good
NXT.
no, he
I
was
think he was
on
on
Level Up.
Level Up.
Too.
I
Yeah,
remember
that's
seeing him
it.
on Level Up. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Level
level
Up.
up.
That
Yeah,
man,
Yeah, I didn't know he was on
that man
LG
got
and
into it
him
with
and
Booker T, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was scared
they
for
got
Booker
some
T. Ain't gonna lie.
words.
But here's the best thing about that. Before we hit the end button, Keanu Carver on his path to be NXT. We love you, Keanu Carver. We're gonna tag you this later, and we'll put this clip out later. I hope your path is to murder every other person that pisses you off, and your end goal is championship. But before you get to the end goal of championship, you need to beat the crap out of Booker T. All that shucky ducky, quack quack, giggity giggity, the Cholula Green needs to end after you put him in a cast,
man.
not in a arm cast, in a full body cast.
Dang.
All right.
What kind of wrestling move
End
does
it.
that?
Either way.
Booker T.
And every time he hits Booker T, all you hear is
That's how he got left.
What?
Oh, like no. Okay, I have to say this before I leave. Keanu Carver can be a dick. Yeah, he can say that sound. And like Keanu Carver's like, hey Booker, you like that Whoop That Trick song, right? Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. It's just him beating his ass with his freaking foot. But that's just Keanu Carver. But either way, I'm getting
That'd
crazy.
be amazing.
Stay healthy, stay happy. We'll see you next Thursday. See you on Saturday for Crazy Talk on Wrestling. It will be crazy. It will be uncensored, but it will be fun. Shout out to Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Eat your food, Joe.
Oh boy, he's got a fresh spray tan. He's looking like $1 million bucks right now. Guess who it is, dummies? It's Gal. With a massive shout out to the PUWF crew. We're talking Terrell, CJ, For Love, EOD Wrestling, Coach FCHW, and Cardi M. Oh yeah, you guys have been covering WWE Evolve since episode 1, and much more importantly, you've been talking about me. It's Gal. Every single week. Smart move, dummies. You know greatness when you see it, when you smell it, and right now it smells like mint condition. No competition. Oh yeah, I was also asked to rank Chewy Martinez on the Studometer. Am I seeing right? Listen, I looked at Chewy, I looked at the charts, and the Studometer doesn't even go that low. So Chewy's not even in the books. But I want to thank you guys for being fans of It's Gal. And don't forget, you got to keep it lean, keep it tight. The abs are blazing through the night. Oh yeah.